You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to our live stream, the first live stream of this year. So let's talk about again Bitcoin. Remember, this live stream is just 2 times per week, Monday and Friday. So at the same time, 1 hour, 1 p.m. with 30 minutes around there. UTC time is around 4 EM with 30 minutes around there. Okay, so let's start. Today we are going to talk about Bitcoin as usual. Let's talk about what is going to happen right now. I'm expecting a big move. Yes, actually this week. We need to be ready. Why? Because as you can see here, Bitcoin. Well, let's talk about the time frames. Okay, first of all, let's start with the weekly chart because we have a new close. If you want to know more details about my technical analysis for the weekly close, you can watch my previous video. Here in the short term, as you can see here, not short term, the weekly close finally is closing below $47,400 around there. The 5-day chart, as you can see here, is closing as rejection. Well, for the weekly. 5-day chart for first time in long time is closing below the MA55. This is not a breakdown, it's not a confirmation, of course not, but it's a first warning. Potentially we will see other leg down to $40,000, even lower. So, but I cannot say Bitcoin right now is gonna break down. Of course not. Why? Because I need to see very strong move like this one, for example, or something like this, very hard to the downside and confirm weekly reversal. Remember, now this is the time we need to be very careful because this week I'm expecting honestly a downside, drop. But Bitcoin is about to confirm the trend direction in weekly chart and 5-day chart. So what does that mean? If Bitcoin breaks down this week, well, 2022, as I am expecting, we will see a major bear up, actually a bear market. But well, there is some hope right now for Bitcoin. Why? Because usually now I can see a lot of media, they are talking about the bear market. So, I like to be like a contrarian indicator. When I see the media is super bullish, I am very careful. When I see the media talking about bear market and these kind of things, maybe it's time to think in the other side. But for me, it's too soon. Why? Because, well, technically speaking, I don't see strong evidence Bitcoin is gonna reverse from here. But we will do maybe in a couple months. Now let's talk about the weekly chart. As I said, Bitcoin closed below the $47,400 pivot. Actually, that was the level in 5-day chart. And that is concerning. Why? Because this week, as I said, I am expecting a leg down to $44,000 or even lower, maybe $40,000 around there, in this area, based on the current price action. Now, as you can see here, we have the squeeze momentum indicator is still to the downside. So it's a long way, maybe other 2-3 months. We have to wait for a buy signal maybe. And also the OBV is still just falling. So I would like to see something different, but the weekly chart is still the same, as you can see here. Now let's talk about the monthly chart. We have a new close, as you can see here, a new close. As I said, you can watch my weekly video for more details, but for first time in the history, just following my system, okay? I don't know other systems, I don't know other strategies, but this is the first time in the history of Bitcoin I can see a bear divergence in monthly. This is very concerning. You see, we have this bear divergence here. Sorry, this is not this is the wrong tool. Yep, here and here, as you can see here. So this is the first time you study this chart. I cannot see other scenario like this. So this is a new scenario for Bitcoin. Now I cannot tell you right now, okay, this is gonna play. You wanna see playing this? Well, breaking the MA21 around $37,000, maybe the lowest point, maybe $30,000. Breaking this level, you will see the bear divergence in monthly chart playing, and the minimum point I am looking for is MA55. the minimum. Why? Because we are talking about monthly bear divergence. That means 1 year or 2, or just bear market, like 2017, 2018. So careful with this, okay? In general, I am very clear. I am not trading altcoins. I'm not going to trade altcoins for at least 3 or 4 months. I am very clear, okay? You can ask me. I can check your altcoins if you want. I can tell you my opinion. As I said, I am not a financial advisor, but just I am following my strategy. I don't care. I mean, I am saying you cannot make money with altcoins. You can make money, yes, but the risk is higher. So now, for me. So of course, if I see Bitcoin reversing in 1-day chart, of course, I will consider to buy altcoins again, because the stronger they will follow Bitcoin. But right now, no. So okay, now let's continue with the the 5-day chart. As I said before, Bitcoin for first time in the history closed below. In this consolidation or distribution pattern, closed below the MA55, as you can see here. Now, I will say maximum 2 days, Wednesday around there. If we see daily candle closing below this MA55, well, get ready, because we will see a massive drop. Why I'm telling you this is because very easy. Every time when you see the blue cloud in my volatility indicator, if you don't know how to use it, please watch my previous video, because actually there I am explaining how to use it. Every time when you see this kind of pattern in a 5-day chart or any time frame, actually, you will see massive moves to the upside or downside. For example, here, a little bit here, after maybe 1 month or 2, massive downside. Here again, massive upside. And here, massive downside. Here, massive upside, as we can see here. Of course, it's 5-day chart, so that means it will take weeks. It's not like if you see this pattern, well, you can expect the major move tomorrow. Of course not. It will take a couple weeks. But as you can see here, now the blue one is changing to green. So that means 5-day chart is about to start trending. So what happened every time when we have this cross or this signal of trending? Remember, volatility indicator is not a sell or buy signal, okay? We need to follow our system, and the system is going to tell you the direction, but the volatility is going to tell us the expansion or contraction, the phases of the market. Every time when we have this golden cross or this trending move, you can expect like Bitcoin is going to start trending to the upside or to the downside. Upside, and here what? Well, technically speaking, I need to say, okay, if this week Bitcoin can close about $48,000-$49,000, maybe we can speculate like this. Yeah, of course. I mean, following my just the MA55 rule, I cannot tell you Bitcoin is gonna break down right now. No, but I'm gonna be very careful. Why? Because weekly chart and monthly chart are telling me careful, careful with the bear divergences. Okay, so the thing I can tell you, in the next couple weeks, or maybe this week or next week maximum, we are gonna see this playing out. I mean, in January 3, actually, let me show you January 6. I mean, this weekend. So every time when we see these crosses in the history of Bitcoin, well, get ready for a massive move. In this case, I would say any close below, well, actually right now at this level, below this level, 1 day or 2 day maximum time frames closing below there, we will see a massive move, in this case to the downside. And because it's 5-day chart, well, at least 1 or 2 months, so people will cry. at least I think something like this, or something like this. So I can be wrong, yes, but as I said, the only way I can see like, okay, this setup is not going to play out is because Bitcoin is gonna recover. Actually, is gonna climb again the MA55 5-day chart. I mean, in the next 3 days, I need to see Bitcoin closing about this level in the next 3 days. Yeah, next close, because any close below here in 5-day chart, as I said, is gonna trigger this macro move. And it's very funny. Why? Because many traders actually say in the videos like, okay, my triangle is here, this massive triangle, and oh my god, next 2022 we are gonna do this, we're gonna see this, oh my god, wow, fuck, 100k or even more, right? Oh, no, sorry, my line was wrong. Now it's here. Sorry, okay, it's here. You see? And then they will say, oh, sorry, my line is not what's there, it's here, and it's here, and it's here. And now it's a falling wedge. So sorry, I watched many videos about this, and it was so funny. Like how many traders they are just imagine using their imagination, right? That's why I don't follow. I mean, I am sorry, I don't want to sound unrespectful. I respect many technical analysis, and if you are making money with that, I totally respect. I did it many times in the past. That's why I fail many times. That's why I don't use patterns anymore. But well, now let's talk about the 3-day chart. Actually, 3-day chart, as you can see here, well, the squeeze momentum indicator, the slope is getting positive or more negative in this case. So that means I'm expecting other leg to the downside. As I said before, $42,000, the lowest point, $35,000 is gonna be the area. Now, as I said, there is some hope. Yes, of course, yes. Bitcoin must hold at least other 2 weeks, no, minimum 1 month, all January in this level, defend $47,000, and we will see the indicators, reset indicators, and after that maybe we'll see a nice bounce. But for now, Bitcoin, the sell pressure is still on, and well, just careful with this. As you can see, I explained in my previous video in this move is a massive distribution pattern according to the OBB theory. Okay, here your bull run, here distribution pattern. Yeah, and I wanna see that you wanna use this indicator to catch maybe the bottom. Well, every time when Bitcoin is below the zero line in OBB is the lifetime buy. Every time when you see the OBB here in negative slope and negative territory for Bitcoin is when, well, it's the moment when we are gonna buy for holding maybe a couple years, maybe, but not now. Now this area for me is like a distribution pattern. Yes, all this area. I know maybe sounds crazy, but remember, we are applying the same rules but using bigger time frames. So that means we are gonna see the results here. Instead of 4 hours, like 24 hours, here we're gonna see the results maybe in the next 6 months. You know, I am a swing trader, so I like to explain this from the macro picture, macro time frames to the micro time frames. Now let's talk about now the 1-day chart. What can I expect? Okay, we know what is gonna the probabilities for higher time frames. Okay, now Bitcoin. Last time I said to you, okay, it's gonna test the ME55. Some people they were saying, oh no, $58,000 to the moon right now here to the moon. Yeah, so funny, right? And so okay, I totally respect. But I have a system and I follow my system. I respect my system, okay? Because I backtested my system. So no FOMO, no BS, okay? The only thing I know is when I see Bitcoin in the ME55, testing ME55, the only thing I will say is sell. I'm gonna sell and I'm gonna enter in short because the trend is my friend. And the trend is to the downside. Simple. I don't know, as I said, I don't have a strong evidence. Some people they said even not people, YouTubers, and they said no. This is the low, $45,000, and from here this bounce we are gonna see $57,000, $60,000 to the moon again. Now you can see. I am not saying my system is perfect, of course not. It has many failures. It's very simple system. But yes, I follow my system. My system is telling me, hey, careful with this because you're in downtrend. And now we had in the past bullish divergences here, from this point and this point and this point and this point. And it's very concerning. Why? Because with all these bullish divergences here, well, Bitcoin was just moving very slow, just got rejected very hard from the ME55. And now you can see here, the slope is, ADX is getting negative, of course. So that means this momentum to the upside, in this case, is almost gone. And now we have the negative slope here, and we still have the sell signal in squeeze. So that means the sell pressure is still on. Now, one of the biggest reasons why I can answer why we didn't see this explosion in the exponential moving average, sorry, in the price, is because the volatility was decreasing, as you can see here. It's something like I couldn't say before. I couldn't, because now I have more data. That means here, from this area, the volatility is decreasing. So the market is going to enter in a choppy market or consolidation distribution pattern. Now, after this, well, let's talk about now the OBB. As you can see here, is negative territory, is got rejected by the MA55 in OBB. In this moment, Bitcoin was testing the MA55 almost there actually, and testing the MA55 in OBB and got rejected there, as you can see here. The good thing here is, well, OBB is not making new lows. Actually, it's not making new lows, as you can see here. So that means other leg down to maybe other $10,000, other $10,000, or other test maybe to this area around $40,000 or even lower, a little bit lower. I would like to see a little bit lower, like maybe $37,000 around there. Well, we will have a bullish divergence actually confirmation in 1-day chart and a squeeze. All this area, all this area like this. That is my speculation. So that means you are expecting for a big bounce of Bitcoin. Well, I am expecting first a leg down, and after that a strong bounce, well, confirming actually the reversal in weekly chart in the bear market. And here, well, is where I'm gonna start telling you, hey, you wanna buy again in $47,000? Good luck with that. Why? Because the trend is your friend. Now that is my trading plan. That is the thing I am planning right now. I can be wrong? Yes, of course. Of course, trading is just based on probabilities. How I can invalidate this is very easy. Now we have here this. Now this area is acting as a resistance of $47,000, 500, $48,000. Well, Bitcoin must now in the next 3 days defend this level, break the MA21 in 1-day chart, and maybe after that testing the MA21 from here. And from there, maybe we will see other tests to the MA55. This is the scenario this is the bullish scenario. I am looking for Bitcoin, but honestly, I don't think so. That is not going to happen right now. I mean, I don't see it right now. Why? Because, as I said before, I explained higher time frames, the sell pressure is still on. Now, okay, now let's talk about the 12-hour. 12-hour is very interesting. Why? Because we have a buy signal here. The negative slope here is an ATX. That means the momentum, the downside is getting is weak. Actually, yes, but we have this blue consolidation or distribution in this case. This one, as you can see here, it was this one. Actually, it was this area. And as you can see, we saw a very strong move here. But the point is the volatility is still expanding. So that means this move is not over. When I'm gonna say it's over? Well, when I see something like this, and after that, other distribution or consolidate or sideways market in 12 hours. So my speculation is, okay, I wanna see maybe something like this. If Bitcoin fails, taking again $48,000 or auto rejection from this level around here, we will see something like this. Maybe a bullish divergence here in 12 hour and outer leg down, something like that. That is the setup I am looking for right now. Now, I am in short position right now. Yes, around 47,200 around here. All the weekend Bitcoin didn't move actually. So I am speculating here we're gonna see something like this. Now, 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Well, I don't know. Someone said there is a hidden bullish divergence in 4-hour. I don't see the same setup. Sorry. Maybe you are talking about this. Maybe something like this here. Well, the move is just to the MA55, and that's it. Bitcoin got rejected there. That is your bullish divergence. That is the concerning thing. So even with the bullish divergence in 4-hour chart, Bitcoin just went to MA55 and just is getting rejected right now. So as I said, Bitcoin is weak right now. It's very weak. Now I finished my technicals for Bitcoin. So let me just recap here. In 1-day chart, I am speculating here in the next 2-3 days this week. Any close below 46,000 around here, any close below maybe 4-hour chart, very very close. Yeah, I am expecting other leg down to $40,000, but this area actually I think is not going to hold. Why? Because there is no volume here and the volatility is super low right now. So that means this area I think is not going to hold anymore. We will see other leg down to maybe $37,000. This is the area I am looking for. I will start looking for. Yep, and from here, careful, because you are thinking to short here. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna enter in long here. Why? Because I am expecting a very strong bounce to other maybe $46,000. If that happen, of course, if that happen. This area, of course, I would never short here. Why? Because actually this area is the lowest point of Bitcoin. $37,000, $35,000, $36,000 is the macro time frame, macro support for Bitcoin, even stronger than this one. So I'm gonna tell you something like I saw in 2018-17. Okay, Bitcoin. I am speculating like $30,000 is gonna be the new. Well, it does happen, right? It does happen, of course. I need to see MA55 broken. $30,000 is gonna be the new $6,000. Let me explain. In 2017, $6,000 was holding for almost 6 months. Yeah, every time when Bitcoin testing the $30,000, strong bounce, strong bounce, strong bounce. You see, but every time it was weaker. So the rule in trading, every time when you see a support on this area tested more than 3 or 4 times, maybe more, around 4 or 5, yeah, the probabilities to break this level is higher. So how many times Bitcoin tested $30,000? Well, just 1, 2, 3 times. So if this level breaks, I am expecting other leg down to this area, yeah, and we are gonna see strong bounces here. That is a theory, okay? Don't take it like too seriously, because that is my speculation for actually the next 6 months. Because I saw this long time ago. So something like this, people, YouTubers will say, "Oh, to the moon because it's gonna break out." Blah blah blah. You know that thing. Okay. Well, I don't need to explain again. So, but as I said, this is just a speculation. Okay. So $30,000 is the key level. So I will not short. No. This is the level you wanna buy. Actually, technically speaking, is the level. Even if I know in weekly chart is in downtrend or potentially is gonna be in downtrend. This is the area I am not expecting Bitcoin will break quickly. Okay. I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin in the micro time frames, macro time frames. In general, let me repeat, I am not trading altcoins. I'm not going to trade altcoins for a long time. In 2017, 2018, I didn't trade altcoins because it was the worst moment to enter. When I started entering in altcoins in macro time frames, well, when I saw Bitcoin in the negative territory again, that is the moment when I was starting accumulating. I was accumulating by Bitcoin, or the squeeze momentum indicator was firing a buy signal. It depends on the situation, right? So okay, I am saying this because some people, they were asking me a few days ago when I'm planning to buy again Bitcoin. That's why altcoins. Now you know my answer. Okay, now let's talk about other altcoins. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to check altcoins. Maybe, please let me know, okay? I'm gonna start as usual with Cardano. Cardano is my favorite, one of my favorites. This is a very good example. Wow, something very interesting here. Cardano is firing a buy signal in weekly chart right now, in this close. Okay. Now for me makes sense to start accumulating Cardano at this area. The only problem I have here is below the MA55. So how we are gonna trade this? Well, the same as Bitcoin. The best scenario for Cardano is holding this range maybe a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks here. And from $1 with 40 cents and $1 with 22 cents, must hold for maybe 1 month or 2. Yeah, and technically speaking, here you want to see a break up around maybe 47 1.50 and holding, closing actually the candle above the MA55. Let me show you more examples here. here. I think here. Yes. Okay. Here. In this buy signal here, as you can see here, it was in March 2020. As you can see here, you can start buying here if you want. Of course, it makes sense for me to start buying in a spot, of course, as a holding maybe months or the year, maybe. In my case, I will not do it. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I am telling you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Why? The reason is because in this case, Cardano was fired this buy signal, as you can see here. But after the buy signal in weekly chart, how many months you have to wait? It was in April, May, June, 3 months. And you saw this consolidation, the small consolidation phase, almost 1 month. I would like to see something like this in Cardano, holding the MA55, holding the, not below there, holding the MA55 here. I would like to see Cardano holding this level, this range, and better holding this area around 1.50, defending this area like 1 month, something like that. And after that, yeah, maybe we can start thinking Cardano is gonna test 2.50 or 3. The reason why I am, even with this buy signal, I am not expecting in the short term a bounce is because of this. We have monthly buy sell signal. So I would like to see weekly chart and monthly chart in the same page. So as you can see here, monthly chart is still well, something like this. So a couple months, maybe also 3 months. But as I said, to be fair, any close, the area for me makes sense to buy a little bit Cardano, a little bit. I mean, not all in. Is between $1 and $1.40. All this area. So please, I am not a financial advisor, as I said to you. I will just wait, and I will be very, very extremely careful with the market right now, because even with weekly chart buy signal for Cardano, monthly chart is not looking great, and I explained before for Bitcoin, it's not looking very healthy right now. So we need to wait maybe a couple months, and after that we will get a confirmation. But as I said before, if you are a fan of Cardano and you are a believer of this kind of projects, well, this is the area I will start looking for to buy right now at this level, $1 this area. So in the long term, I am expecting Cardano is going to the upside. Honestly, yes. But I am not, because I like a project that doesn't mean I will not sell. Of course I will sell. So be careful with this, but for me it makes sense. Weekly chart finally is opening the possibility to start thinking to buy Cardano. Okay, but please watch Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin crash, this is gonna be just a fake out, and we will see maybe bullish divergences in Cardano in weekly chart. What does that mean? Well, something like this: Cardano crashing and squeeze doing something like this and forming a bullish divergences at some point. That is a scenario. Okay, so as I said before, sideways holding here this level is actually is the most important level for Cardano right now. If Cardano breaks this level, game over in long time. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, happy new year. Okay, happy new year too. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Okay, so let's start with Luna time frames, please don't forget to specify the time frames. I think maybe 4-hour and 1 day chart, right? Let me see. Okay, 1 day chart. Well, weekly chart is still to the upside. This is it's an uptrend weekly chart, so I am not bearish in weekly chart. Let me see 1 day chart. 1 day chart. This is just sideways. It's a range. A range. 1 day chart, if you have to wait maybe 1 week or 2 to see, the system, or you got an idea. So it's a range between 83 to maybe 97. That is an area. Now, one thing you should know right now is Luna finally, I'm not expecting new highs. Why? Because Luna in volatility is crossing the zero line. So every time when you see that, well, as I explained before in my videos, please watch my videos in my previous videos, you will see a choppy market for a while. As you can see here, actually all of this is a choppy market. And after that, when you see the blue, well, you see your massive moves. Okay, so now and 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart, well, no, of course not. Something, let me see. You have to wait maybe 24 hours or 48 hours, maximum 2-3 days. Why? Because it's looking great. Actually, I like it. I like it. It's holding MA55. When you see the squeeze touching the zero line around here, and you see the AX get it in positive, and it's holding the MA55. This area actually, this area like around 87, around here. Well, this is the area I will start looking for a bounce to test the previous high around 97. Actually, for me, it makes sense to enter right now. I mean, this level, of course, with the stop, you need to manage your risk very, very good here, because if Bitcoin crash, buy. For example, something like this. It's an example, okay? It's an example. If I had to trade this, I'm very transparent. I'm not going to trade this. I'm not trading altcoins right now. It's something like this setup I will play. Something like this. Okay, now let's continue with Ethereum. Okay, this is just a bounce in 4-hour chart to keep falling. Yeah, we have buy sell signal here, as you can see here, in Ethereum. So this is just to keep falling. Okay, simple. I am finished. 1-day chart, downtrend, finally downtrend. Bullish divergences. Let me see from this point and this point. Potentially yes, but we have we need the confirmation. We don't have sell buy signal right now in a squeeze. And also, as long Bitcoin is, if we see this move, maybe other test in the short term to maybe 3,600 around there, and from there, if holds, other test to maybe to any MA55 to keep falling. So Ethereum is in downtrend. And let me show you something to be about Ethereum. You must be careful. Someone is bullish with this. Buy sell signal in monthly. Okay. Sell signal in monthly. Well, call volatility in weekly chart. Weekly chart breaking the MA21. The long term, $3,000 I am expecting for Ethereum. If that happen, of course. Any close. Let's look like maybe in a couple months we will see 3,000, even lower. Okay. What is Metis? My God, what is that? Okay, let me see. Okay, first Rose 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. Okay. Okay. First of all, I think 1-day chart is bullish. Yeah, and no. Well, I know you didn't ask me, but I will just careful, because you have a sell signal in 1-day chart. Yeah. Maybe there is a very high probability you will see this coin in a couple days or this week testing 0.35 around there. On 4-hour chart, let me wait one moment. 4-hour chart, yes, 0.35, 38, 35 around there. If holds this level, this is the area I will start looking for. Something like this. The projection is like this. Okay, that's it. Okay, I don't know what is that. This, oh my God, this Uniswap. Let me see. Okay, 4-hour chart. Okay, let me see 4-hour chart. Buy signal there. Okay, one thing is, okay, you have the lowest point is maybe 0.05 here. Let me see 1-day chart, and from there maybe you will see a bounce. Okay, but let me see 1-day chart if I can tell you something else. No, thank you. I will just stay away from here. No, I mean, this is the coin. Maybe 4-hour chart, maybe you can try, but in 1-day chart, no, thank you. This is in the long term. maybe 1 week around there, we will see 0.04, 0.05 around here, the bottom. It's a range, something like this. Remember, this signal is not a drop, it's sideways or dropping. The good news is the trend, the volatility is trending, so that means you can expect a very nice moves from here. Now, 4-hour chart, as I said before, other test to MA55 in 4-hour chart. Let me see the history. Yeah, you can expect a bounce from here, something like this, bounce. But don't forget it, you are trading a range. Don't expect a big move. Okay, mana. What is mana? Okay, mana. 1 day chart or 4-hour chart. Let me see. Nope. You have to wait maybe 1 week. 1 week. If this level holds after 1 week, you can start speculating. Mana is gonna bounce. For now, the speculation is gonna test the lowest point of the range. Why? The reason is because we have a sell signal in a squeeze, and also, sorry, around here. This is 1 week trade. Of course, it's a swing trade. Yeah, I think that is the best scenario for OBB is not helpful for mana. I think after this break, you will see a choppy market here. And also, let me see 4-hour chart. 1 moment, 4-hour chart. Yeah, I think in the short term, the lowest point you wanna see, you will see around here. This is just trending to the downside. As you can see, 4-hour chart rejection, 4-hour chart rejection. Simple. 1 week chart. Okay, let's see, mana. 1 week chart. The trend is your friend. The trend is to the upside, yes, but correction, yes. MA20. Well, this is a range. Actually, mana in weekly time frame is doing very good. Why? Because actually with this sell signal, it's not testing even the MA55. Actually, it's looking good. The problem with this is you have to wait maybe other 2-3 months. So the minimum range, maybe I can say maybe $2.50 is gonna be the first key level around, because there is the MA21, and the lowest point is around here, around $1.50. That is gonna be the lowest point. But as I said before, it's doing very good actually. But for me, based on my experience, this is looking more like a distribution in the top. This is looking very top. It's toppy actually. I don't like it. Let me see. Monthly, I don't have. Let me see with price action if I can tell you something different. Yeah, any close below $3, we will see other leg down to 1.50. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, Theta, I forgot, sorry. Let me see, Theta. Monthly, holding the MA21, good. I don't have a strong data for that. Okay, rejection from MA20, weekly MA55, rejection, so outer test to maybe the lowest point, around $3 with 30 cents. If this level breaks, get well, careful, because all the way down to maybe $1 in weekly basis, of course. In 1 day chart, well, now you can see the setup here. Rejection, and now you will see this leg down to $3 with 70 cents. Let me show you something. Yes, of course, yeah, 1 day chart is bearish, it's not good. 4-hour chart, of course, is worse, I think. Yep, yeah, just this is sideways distribution, I think. Something like this. This is my speculation in 1 day chart and 4-hour chart. It's not looking good. As I said, many altcoins, at least 90% of the altcoins, they will follow Bitcoin. Okay. If you want me to check other altcoins, please ask me for something like it's doing something different. Because this is Bitcoin. For example, Horde, this, I don't know, this downtrend. Let me see, is 11%. No, this is no, bad example. Let me see. Matic, maybe Matic is doing something interesting. Yeah, down is an uptrend in 1 day chart. Sell signal. For many altcoins, you have to wait maybe 1 week if you want to enter in 1 day time frame. 1 week, around there. 4 hour chart. Let me see. 4 hour chart. Formatic. Nope. MA55 consolidation here or distribution around here, yes. But my speculation based on this is the MA21 in 1 day chart. So around here, something like this. But I said, don't get me wrong, this is uptrend, okay? The trend is your friend. Every time when you see Matic dropping, it's a buy for now. Fortune, no, I am not reading a fortune. Yes, based on no probabilities. That's it. Okay, BNB. Let me see BNB. How's the monthly? I want to see the close. Sell signal in monthly, sell range, at least in a monthly basis. I'm expecting other test to maybe the May 21 around, my god, $300 on weekly chart. Holding the May 21, that's good, but we need to wait for other 2 months. 1 day chart, rejection is Bitcoin, following Bitcoin. The lowest point is 500. If this level breaks, be ready, because we will see a massive drop to all the way down to 300 around weekly chart, the monthly MA. Okay, guys. Okay, let me show you something, because we have just 5 minutes. So let me show you I'm gonna show you something not about crypto. It's about stocks and traditional markets. Okay, because I think this is very important. Okay. Okay, SP 500. Let me show you something. This is looking good, actually. Yes, I mean, it's closing in the highs, as you can see here. It's bullish. Yes. But in some point you will see this massive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bear ranges play. In some point this year, I am speculating this is like a Ponzi, you see, Ponzi scheme, right? It's like a DeFi project or something like that. This is like pump and dump, right? So this is super scary chart, super scary chart. Okay, so in 2022, this year, or 2023, we are gonna see something like this. Something like this. So be careful with your stocks and trading on these kind of things. Why it's looking bullish, yes, but it's looking like a Ponzi, right? So that's why we have sell signal in monthly here. The OBV is still, I mean, it's still okay, but it's something. I mean, just the price action, I don't like it. I want to show you this. Why? Because I know people, they are bullish on this, and I can see many TikTokers and YouTubers saying this, like to the moon, these kind of things. The only reason why the market is not crashing right now is because US is just printing dollars, right? But in some point we will see a reversal, and I don't want to be there. That's why I said to you, since long time ago, I am protecting myself with gold and silver. Not because I am thinking gold and silver it will go to the moon. No, of course not. It's because it's a reserve of value. That means the gold is like Bitcoin. Sorry for saying this is bad comparison, because Bitcoin is very young. But Bitcoin gold is something like, in my personal opinion, is something like we must buy and hold, because that is the real value. Money, paper doesn't have any value. Paper is just a promise of value from a government. What will happen if the government collapse or something happen? Well, just read about history and you will understand more about what is happening with the dollar and these kind of things. So I'm not a big fan of this. So I am not very bullish for 2022 and 2023. As you can see here, this is. Let me show you something. The Dow Jones. I think. What is this? It was here. Yeah, here. We have a monthly sell signal here. By monthly is still bullish. I'm expecting this is gonna be like this maybe other 6 months. Yes, but in some point we will see a reversal. Okay, a reversal. So just careful with this. And if that happens, Bitcoin is gonna crash very hard. Okay. I was talking with one guy. I really respect this guy. He's from UK and he has more than 10 years of experience trading. I learned many things from him. And one of the things I learned from him is like when you see that is the rule. Like actually, I got this rule from him. When you see the media, TikTokers, YouTubers, the news calling for new crazy targets and this kind of things, is when professionals they are defensive. And I saw him many times doing the same thing. Every time when he was okay, people are bullish, people are thinking this. Okay, maybe in a couple months we will see something different. That is the thing I am looking for right now. Because now people are talking for 100k, 200k for Bitcoin for 2022. I don't have a strong evidence, and I'll show you with my technical, like maybe we will see that price, yes, but not now. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, not now, not this year at least. Okay, so let me see. If you have any question or other, one thing. We are in the last part of this live stream. So first of all, thank you for all your support. This channel is very small. I started with just 20 subscribers or 10 or something like that, and now I am very close to reach 200. Maybe it's nothing, but for me it means a lot. Thank you so much for your support. And the second thing is, by the end of this month, I'm gonna launch the training, the Leonidas Crypto Academy. Okay, so I will show you more details about this training. And let me tell you something: all the members who are in my group, doesn't matter in the private or the public, they will get the basic training for free, program for free. Okay, so all of them. Okay, so let me check the strong coin. I don't know what is this. I think I saw this long time ago in KuCoin. Strong is not as strong anymore. No, it's not as strong anymore. Let me see here, monthly. No, well, price action, no. Is any close below 490, you will see a massive drop to 200 in monthly basis. I mean 6 months. Okay, okay, weekly chart. Let me see weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart. Maybe I will change my mind. Yes, why? Because the close was above the MA21, but you have to wait maybe other 2 weeks, 2 weeks or 3, and see consolidation. You must see a consolidation here defending this area. At least 1 month. If you see that, okay, potentially you can speculate other leg up to the previous high. Yes, but not because you see this body candle closing, that means to the moon right now. Of course not. That means this area actually is defending very well. Okay, now 1 day chart. 1 day chart. In 1 day chart, of course not. The best scenario for here, as long this coin is holding this area, I cannot be bearish here. Okay, it was a downtrend, yes, but now the 1 day time frame is changing. Okay, so for me, I mean, not for in a spot, of course, is just sideways and makes sense for me start buying here. Why? Because even with the sell signal here, maybe 50%, maybe other 3 days, yeah. But as you can see here, the coin is not breaking. Actually, sorry, it's not breaking this area. It's not breaking this area. It's consolidating between MA55 and MA21. So what does that mean? Well, you will see a breakout. Now, because it's defending MA21, my speculation for this coin is gonna be if this this sell signal is something like this, and it's holding MA55 on this level, it's to the upside. And the reason is because this OBB tested the MA55 and is bouncing from here. You see? So this is not the time for shorting this coin. The short was here, and here, and here, and here. But now the trend is your friend, and the trend is about to reverse. Okay, so this is a daily basis. Okay, what that means, like in the next 10 days, you can expect this move. If you don't see that in the next 10 days, I mean this week, well, cancel your longs or you buy or whatever you are gonna do, and after that just get ready for other tests to the downside. But for now, in 1 day chart is looking great, but in monthly basis, of course not. Months, remember, is 6 months. 6 months. Okay, so as an investor, I will never invest in these kind of things. Why? Because first of all, as you can see here, monthly is well, it's not downtrend, but it's looking toppy. Okay, and also we have this setup in bearish in the bearish engulfing candle in monthly basis. So this bounce you see maybe maybe sideways, but in the long term I'm expecting this around here, $200. Okay, so 1 day time frame is looking like we will see a very nice move. Let me see for our chart. Yes, actually yes. Actually you have you are bullish in this. That is the area you have to start buying here, and even a little bit crash around here, even more, buy more, a little bit more. Speculating is going to do this. Okay, but as I said, you have to wait maybe other 3 days around there. Okay guys, I think I finished for today. Let me check just Bitcoin for last time, and I want to know what is gonna happen. As expected, Bitcoin is getting rejected from the MA55 in 4 hour, as you can see here, and be ready. Okay, be ready, because other test to this one. How many times is testing $45,000? Do you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 6. As I said, based on probabilities, above 5 times you can expect a break. 4 or 5 times. Okay, so you are bullish. For me, makes sense in long. You want to enter in long position Bitcoin. For me, makes sense here, not here, here, and it's gonna be very easy to manage the risk. But based on my technical analysis, I will just keep my short position here, around here. I am here in short position, and I really hope to see Bitcoin finally breaking down. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.